It's time for the Flying Squirrels pregame warm-up. I'm Matt Estreich. We're taking you right up to first pitch between your Flying Squirrels and the Hartford Yard Goats. First pitch, 7:05 from the capital of Connecticut. We're looking ahead to tonight's matchup, and it starts right now on Fox Sports 910. Talk about Corey Taylor, who we know started the season back on April 5th. He was the opening day starter for the Flying Squirrels against the Trenton Thunder. That game in New Jersey. Taylor got a no decision, 4 2/3, gave up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts in a game that the Squirrels eventually lost. Corey Taylor, in his second tour of duty with the Flying Squirrels back in 2017, he faced Hartford in actually 4 starts. He was 1-1, got 2 no decisions, and he held the Yard Goats to a .232 opponent batting average. On the offensive side, the Squirrels had a season-high 9 hits. Ryan Howard, Dylan Davis, Ali Castillo with multi-hit games for Richmond. The Squirrels actually trailed in the game 1-0 early in the first inning. Believe it or not, Hartford's only lead this entire season. Then the Squirrels responded with 2 runs in the top of the second to take the lead for good. They added 2 more runs in the top of the 7th, and it was a big hit, an RBI triple by Ali Castillo. Jay Burnham on the call. That doubled up the lead for the Flying Squirrels, and they actually added another run in that frame, a sacrifice fly. Get this, by the relief pitcher Mike Connolly in his first pro at-bat. A sac fly gets an RBI. He was stellar on the mound in relief of Garrett Williams. 3 scoreless innings, struck out 4 of the first 5 batters that he faced. In fact, on the season, he has thrown 4 scoreless frames. That is a theme that we harped on yesterday in the pregame show. The bullpen for the Squirrels been outstanding. 3 earned runs in 21 innings pitched.
Berizzo, chopper through the right side. That's a leadoff single for VCU. We've seen a couple of those in the extra innings, and no one's been able to capitalize. Might this be different as the number 2 hitter for VCU starts off the 15th inning with a single? Might the tide finally be turning one way or the other? VCU, Rhode Island, no one's been able to get over the hump. A couple runners reaching third. But of course, no one coming across the plate. Pretty remarkable when you think about it. In the aluminum bat era, you can play 14 and a half innings and have no runs scored. It's been interesting to see the strategy on both sides. What does VCU do here? Do you give Witt the green light? Do you have him take essentially 2 strikes and put the onus on Robinson to throw some strikes? We'll get our answer right here. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Runner goes, and Witt lines it into right field. Berizzo around second, falls down, and just dives back safely. That was almost catastrophic for VCU. It just got worse here because it looks like Berizzo is hurt. He hurt his shoulder. He's holding his shoulder. Time is called as the training staff runs out to tend to Dane Berizzo. Man, just a range of emotions right there in the last 40 seconds for what VCU just saw. You had the hit and run. Paul Witt going the opposite way. He gets the hit. Berizzo is going to go into third base standing up with no outs. He tripped around the bag, fell down, had to dive back into the base. It looked like he was a dead duck. Frankly, I don't know how Rhode Island didn't tag him out. They didn't. Berizzo dove back into the bag. I don't think he hurt himself there. I think he hurt himself initially, but he's holding that left shoulder. He came up right away holding that left shoulder, and that's what the training staff and the coaches are looking at right now. So, man, a good break for VCU, a bad break for VCU, a good break that Berizzo was able to dive back into the bag, and, well, now he's shaking it out, and pretty vigorous shakeout of the left arm. So, hoping for the best. Gosh, you play this long, and focus is tested, and endurance is tested, and I'm not sure if he rounded the bag and maybe slipped on the base, and that's why he fell. Unsure. I mean, he's one of VCU's most experienced players. He's okay. He's going to stay in the game. So, all right, if you're VCU, you'll cut your losses here. Third baseman Lawrence Hill is holding the bag. No surprise. The first baseman Alex Santos, he is creeping in. So you got to figure the bunt is going that way from Lacey. He's going to try to push it to the right side, give Berizzo every chance to make it to third base. The 2-1. Lacey squares around a bunt, gets it down, bunts it right to first baseman, who picks it up in fair territory, puts the tag on Lacey, and Mitchell Lacey gets the job done. Alex Santos is the one who fielded it, applied the tag, so it's a 3 unassisted there, but the runners advance. Berizzo to third, Paul Witt to second, and VCU's going to get 2 cracks at winning this game, and first up is Zach Ching. So the winning run here in the bottom of the 15th is at third base. There's one out, and here comes the intentional walk. Nick Robinson, they're going to intentionally walk Zach Ching in order to set up the double play. They want to face Brett Willett, who is 0 for 6 in this game. No surprise there. Nick Robinson is throwing the intentional walk pitches about 100 miles an hour and not that far at the plate. He throws it away. Here comes Barizo with the winning run, and that's how it ends. I told you it was going to be exciting. I told you Robinson was throwing crazy intentional walk pitches, and there's no way that this game ends any other way than with an intentional walk, wild pitch. VCU wins 1-0 in the bottom of the 15th. Cleary hits this one well into the gap. Coming on hard is the right fielder, Brett Willett. Diving catch. Oh, what a play. Willett, full extension layout to rob Cleary of extra bases. Lamb takes his lead off the base at second. Barizo putting a charge into this one, into the gap in right center. It one hops the wall. Here comes Lamb, makes it 4-1, and Dane Barizo is thinking triple. Here's the throw to the bag at third. Barizo is safe. It's an RBI triple for Dane Barizo, and VCU leads it 4-1. Coach at the University of Cincinnati once upon a time. Now he's doing some scouting work for the Nats. That ball lifted down the left field line. Long run and catch, diving catch for Hogan Brown. It is not Michael Cleary's day as he gets robbed once again. Here's the pitch. That one hit through the left side. A run-scoring single for Mitchell Lacey as Dane Barizo trots home. And VCU doing damage here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. They now lead it 5-1. 95 pitches, and he is in line to get the win for VCU. That ball is going to drop in for a base hit, and another run for the Rams as VCU looks like they'll have first and third set up once again. It's an RBI single for Josh Simon. 3 consecutive singles from the bottom of the order, and VCU leads it 7-4. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Mac McCarty. It's not an official save, but he does come on to get the final 4 outs as VCU wins game 1 of this doubleheader 9-4. It got interesting late, but the Rams do hold on to beat Dayton. Sean Thompson, 7 1/3 innings, 7 hits, struck out 7. He is your winning pitcher as Thompson improves to 4-1 on the season.
It's a wide open look there for Naira Williams. Said she's going to drive it, goes right through, and why not? Robinson one more time. Back-to-back 3-pointers. Taya Robinson. Ruff scores about 16 points per game. She's the leading scorer. She's going to shoot this 3, and that one's good. Just a matter of time before she got back on the board. 2-man game working right here. Williams with 4 to shoot. Drives, penetrates, 3-pointer on the way from Archie. That's good, and VCU catching fire from distance. There's now 10 on the clock. Robinson still has it up top. She's got a screen if she wants it. She's going to hold it. Looking at her coach. We got 4 seconds left. 3-2 jumper for Robinson for the win. It's off the rim, and we've got some bonus basketball here for you on a Sunday afternoon at the Siegel Center. Ruff looking to clear out some players here. 2 seconds to go. Drives and scores as the clock runs out on the third quarter as St. Bonaventure gets it within 4. 54-50. VCU leads. We head to the fourth quarter. VCU's gone a little bit cold. St. Bonaventure is putting together a bit of a run. Nice backdoor cut. That was Ruff over to Johnson. Abigail Johnson, beneficiary. The ball comes right back to the top, right to the V and the VCU logo in center court. And we'll see what the Rams can do here inside and up and in for Danielle Hammond, who gets VCU on the board. And the Rams down 1, timeout, St. Bonaventure. Back come the Bonnies. That's a long 3-pointer from Mariah Ruff. And you tip your hat when she hits it from there, don't you? The Glory got defenders all up in her face. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. That's a desperation heave that, of course, goes in for Mariah Ruff. 1.3 seconds on the clock. No timeouts here. The Rams got to inbound it with a 2-point lead. That clock runs out on a VCU victory as the Rams win it 77-75. They beat St. Bonaventure in overtime. 3rd A-10 win for VCU this season. 1st overtime win for the Rams in their 2nd try.